Hi man, so I'm coming into my sophomore season here at UCLA, and look, the first year it really didn't go how I thought it would. I thought that we had enough talent and good enough coaching to, you feel me, get to the college football playoff and at least have a chance at the national championship, but we didn't even make it to the college football playoff. Luckily we did end the season off ranked though. And not only that, we end the season off with a dub, which hopefully can, get us some momentum coming into this season so we can have a good year. But before we get into the season, there's been a couple changes since, we had our wide receiver one was a senior and stuff like that. So we're going to see what the new team look like. All right, so for our quarterback, it's still Justin Morton. He was a junior last year and now he's a senior. And he has to have a good season this year or it's not going to be looking good for his football career in the NFL. And now last year he didn't have a terrible season. It was just very mediocre. I mean, he threw a good amount of touchdowns, didn't have that many yards, and threw a good amount of interceptions too. But hopefully I'm looking forward to him actually, taking that step and being way better this season. Like I said, there were changes made to this roster. Look, we got a new wide receiver one who was the receiver two last season. Now we got a dude named Quasi Gilmer and Grant Gray as the top receivers on the team, with also a freshman in Carlos Franz. And our tight end, Jack Pedersen. Now, last season, we had that boy J Mike at the wide receiver one position, but now Pagan is going to have to come in and be that guy for us. Unfortunately, we couldn't get no 5-star wide receiver to come in and just be that guy. So we're going to see how Pagan does in his new role. You feel me? As that number one guy who's hopefully going to get a lot of targets. I mean, we're going to see what Justin does, but yeah, he's the guy. And as for me, y'all know what y'all gonna get out of me. I'm gonna come out here, do everything I can, rushing wise, receiving wise, return wise, even if coach needs me to do that. So, and also I want that Heisman. Last year I feel like it's got stolen from me, but we're gonna try to get it this season though. Let's get it. It's now the beginning of a new season. A new season where we have the opportunity to, take what we learned from last season and apply it this year and really come out here and ball out. Now, what's surprising to me is the fact that starting off this year, we are the number 6 ranked team in the nation. I mean, we ended last season, not even top 10, and now we're already number 6. We just got to keep this going. And hey, man, we looking good. And obviously, college football think we good too. And with our first game being against San Diego State, while we're at home at that, this is definitely a good game to, start off the season and really, start the momentum and get it rolling. Because it's definitely not one of those teams that you want to lose to, especially when you want to be able to beat all the top teams in the nation. You got to beat teams like this. And you got to do it pretty convincingly. Now, after scoring that first drive, we got the stop. It's 2nd and 13 after attacking for loss, but we came out here and did a running back screenplay, which wasn't as good blocked as I thought it would be, but hey, I somehow turned this play into positive yardage. And then on the next play on 1st and 10, I'm running to the inside, but I bounced it to the outside. I picked up the first down, hurdled somebody and got hit out of bounds while I was in midair. And now 2nd and 2, another inside run, and I'm diving into the end zone for another touchdown. Now, so far, we're dominating in this game, up 14-0, but they did get us 3rd and 8, but they left open a wide open out route, which ended up getting the first down, but bro fumbled the ball. So San Diego State got the ball back on our side of the field with, a good chance to get some points on the board, in which they did. Now, with 2 minutes left in the first half, we can put some points on the board. A wide open wide receiver, and when we thought we was going, have to drain some clock, he just took it to the crib. Now, these dudes then came down the field and actually scored pretty fast. They left us with 30 seconds left on the clock. And with this screenplay, it's like we finna put some more points on the board because I got us all the way to the 40-yard line. And on 1st and 10, Justin just has to make the right play. And he does, getting into our tight end, like the perfect pass that got us to their side of the field. And there's no reason to do anything dumb here. We're kind of in field goal range. We just need to gain a couple of yards, and he does just that, gaining 5 yards on the play, and we got 3. San Diego State started off with the ball in the second half, but they got stopped. But that wouldn't mean anything because Justin would give them the ball right back. And after I got blocked trying to, tackle the dude, he took it for 6. So they're still in this game right now, which is actually crazy. And so now a game that really shouldn't be as close as it is. We're only up by 8 points. And on 3rd and 11, Justin ran backwards, got hit, and San Diego State scored on the drive that they just got. And at this point, we really need someone to make a big play. And honestly, I'd love if that somebody was me. as I caught this pass out the backfield and picked up a huge gain, getting us all the way into their territory. But then again, San Diego State playing some pretty good defense. It's less than 3 minutes left in this game. 3rd and 9. We really need the first down. Throwing it to the slot receiver. He picked up the first down. Now less than 2 minutes left in this game. 2nd and goal. I'm running the ball, juking that dude and picking up that touchdown, which basically ends the game because, well, by 2 scores at this point, and they'll need to get an onside kick if they even do score, which they didn't. We win this game 31-22. I mean, I didn't expect it to be like this, but hey, man, at least we got the dub, I guess. And I also got player of the game. Martin threw for over 300 yards, but he threw 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Got to throw more touchdowns than you do interceptions. Look, I had 3 rushing touchdowns in this game and 141 yards receiving. And what's really concerning to me is that I don't see Pagan or Pegan or whatever anywhere on that stat sheet. But now we got to play against Georgia. And after playing against San Diego State and winning the way that we did, it's not really looking too good for us, especially because we're going to Georgia, which is a very bad place to play at. I'm just gonna say that. Now they started off the game with a touchdown. It's 3rd and 12, and I'm coming out the backfield, and there's really nothing open. Justin and them taking a sack, and we got to get them the ball right back. And with that ball, they did nothing with it. But we ended up finding our way into the red zone where he would throw a touchdown to tie this game up. And then the defense got to stop, and with about 2 minutes left in the first half, we got to find a way to get some points, but we ended up taking a sack, which is terrible, and coach decided to run the ball on 3rd and 15. I don't know if he thought I was going to be able to pick this up, but I ended up getting 4th and 2, which we ended up punting anyways. In the second half now, it's a tie game. It's been a real defensive game so far, and I really didn't think that our defense would be able to stop them as much as they have, but hey, they've been doing that. But I really feel like they're at home and they could pick up momentum quickly. And at this point, we really need someone to make a big play. And that big play ended up happening. Got us all the way to their side of the field. Now 3rd and 4, I'm coming out the backfield. He's giving me the ball and I'm not picking up the first down. I'm just inches short. So we decided to run the ball, get this first down easily, and I'm running somebody over, pushing forward for even more yards. And now on 1st and goal, running the inside, running great blocks, diving in for that touchdown, and we got the lead now. Now, Georgia actually did not score on that drive. All we got to do is pick up this first down, and this game is basically over with. I came out the backfield, caught the ball, went down with it, and now we got to drain their timeouts. And we're trying to do that, but we had to pick up that first down, which we weren't able to. So coach decided to go for it on 4th and 3. And getting this basically ended the game. A great pass, Justin. Thank you. And we actually beat Georgia this time around. We lost to him last season, beat him this year. We're getting better. And this time around, Justin did not throw the ball to the other team at all. And me, I was kind of struggling, you feel me? Georgia was all over, and receiving wise, nobody really stuck out at all. And I didn't return at all in this game. We're starting this season off the complete opposite of how we started the season off last season, which is actually kind of crazy, but not at the same time. We're 2-0. We're ranked number 3 in the nation right now, and we just got to keep this going. And to keep it going, we just need Justin to keep playing how he is right now. You know, not making any dumb decisions. And I think a big part of that is coach, you know, trying to keep the playbook a little bit more simplified, and that's a lot easier for Justin to understand and, you know, not make bad decisions. Like, you know, just having me come out the backfield a lot more. I feel like me blocking just doesn't do good for the offense at all. As long as I'm one of the people who can receive the ball, then we're going to look real good this season. Now, in this game, it's 1 minute left here in the first half. It's a tie game here against Wisconsin. And look, we just need to make sure that we score or at least get 3 points on this drive. And at the same time, don't leave any time on the clock. And we might be leaving 2 less time on the clock for us, because with 10 seconds left, it looks like we're finna settle for 3. Now, we did end up settling for 3 points on that last drive. And luckily for us, we got the ball to start off the second half. I end up burning every single player on the field to pick up this huge touchdown that puts us up by 10 points if we make the extra point, of course. Now, Wisconsin did indeed respond with a touchdown of their own. So, look, the fourth quarter is about to start. And that's when it really gets a little bit crazy. So we got to make sure that we stay locked in and keep on playing how we've been playing throughout this game, because we ain't been playing bad. And especially after this play, we're picking up a whole lot of momentum. And the crowd is going crazy right now. 1st and 10 now. We got a motion out the backfield. I'm on a wheel route, got wide open on this play, and I'm in the end zone. And we're extending this lead once again. And after the defense came through, you feel me, locked up for us, it's 3rd and 3, and I'm running the ball, picking up this first down, and this is basically gonna end the game because we're up by 10 points and we're just burning the clock. 3rd and 2, 2 minutes left, picked up another first down, and now at this point they gotta use all their timeouts, and we finna go ahead and get another touchdown to just, kick them while they down. And we stay undefeated. We win this game 31-14. Now, I wonder how long we can keep this up for. I mean, hopefully, I'm hoping that, we keep this going, because if I keep having games like this and we keep on winning games, there's no way I don't win the Heisman, and there's no way that we don't get to that national championship. I mean, especially if Justin isn't throwing the ball to the other team and I'm out here doing everything I can. Like, I'm the only person who had more than 10 yards, and it was 150 yards receiving for me. And of course, I won Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. Somehow I didn't win National Offensive Player of the Week, but somebody must have had a crazy game. But anyways, with 3-0, now ranked the number 4 team in the nation, and our locker room is at an all-time high right now. Like, everybody's happy, everybody's good, you feel me? And like, coming into this season, we really didn't know how it would go, with losing our number 1 receiver and really not picking up anybody else, to be honest. But hey, it's been working out. And me getting the ball almost every single play is working out too, because hey, we putting points on the board and winning games. Now, after scoring our first points of the game, Minnesota came back and scored as well. And on 1st and 10, I was able to follow my blocker and end up picking up this first down. But now on this drive, it was definitely not as easy as the last one. Minnesota actually started playing some defense. On this play action, he had a wide open guy underneath, but bro took way too long to pass it to him. So the dude was able to come down the hill and make the tackle and prevent the first down. Like, what are you doing? And then getting the ball in the 3rd quarter, we were all the way in the back. I mean, at the 1-yard line. Luckily, our O-line blocked good enough for me to be able to pick up that first down. And then this pass to me set us up for this touchdown, because ain't nobody catching me when I got a full head of steam. Ain't no way. Big touchdown. And with this extra point, we'll take the lead back. Now, there go the defense, man. Got to stop them, Minnesota, but it's 3rd down now for us, and we can't allow them to stop us. But they didn't even stop us. They intercepted us. This dude Justin threw the ball right to him, and not only that, they made it all the way to the 2-yard line, and they're going to score without a doubt. And they did indeed score. But not only did they score, they got the 2-point conversion too, so they're up by a touchdown right now. And at this point, just give me the ball every single play, and we're gonna be good. And that's what we did on this drive. On 2nd and goal, another run, and I'm diving in there for that touchdown, and the extra point's gonna tie this game up. I have to let everybody know I'm going for that Heisman. I'm going crazy. But Minnesota really ain't trying to lose. Now, we're undefeated right now, ranked number 4. We can't afford to lose to Minnesota, a team that's not even ranked. So we're down by 7 points right now. A minute left in the game. It's 1st and 10. Justin don't know what to do with the ball, and he finds a guy wide open down the field for the big touchdown to tie this game up. Now, I'm not gonna lie, they have a lot of time to get down the field and score themselves. So hopefully the defense, locks in. And luckily they did, so we end up in OT. Minnesota started off with the ball, scored a touchdown, and now it's our turn. After that dumb pass, it's 3rd and 10. I'm out here blocking, but I decided to come out, and he threw another interception. I mean, we didn't need him to force that in there, but he did. And not only was it an interception, it was a pick 6. And it really didn't matter if it was a pick 6 or not, but that interception literally lost us the game. And so our streak is ended. We were the number 4 ranked team in the nation, but after losing to an unranked team, I don't even know what that's going to do to our ranking. And it's just the fact that even though we lost, I still won player of the game. So I did my job. But this dude Justin got to stop giving the other team the ball. I mean, when he doesn't do that, we can actually win games. Now, I had almost 130 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and also 125 yards receiving with a touchdown. Like, what else can I do for this team? You feel me? I even got a good amount of kick return yards in this game. And you already know I had to win that Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week, and not only that, National Offensive Player of the Week. But now we got a real big game against a big conference matchup, you feel me, against Michigan. I don't think we played Michigan last year. We did play Michigan State, but we didn't play Michigan. So it's going to be a big one. And we're at their crib with it too. So we already know coming into this game, it's going to be very tough, especially after losing to Minnesota. Like, we got to bounce back, and bounce back against Michigan would be amazing. Now, luckily for us, we're still ranked. We're no longer ranked number 4 or whatever anymore because of that loss against Minnesota, but we're ranked now. And beating Michigan is going to most likely get us back in that top 10. So we need to do that. Now, so far in the first quarter, there's like no points that happened. I mean, other than Michigan's 3-point, field goal, but other than that, nothing. And we finally end up scoring a touchdown here to start the second quarter, and we take the lead. Michigan ended up getting another field goal, and with less than 2 minutes left here in the first half, on 3rd and 6, we took a big sack. So we got to get the ball back to Michigan, and with that, they end up scoring a touchdown. But not only that, when we came back out in the second half, they started off with the ball and put more points on the board. And so now we're down 19-7 in the third quarter on 3rd and 6. I'm coming off the backfield, catching this ball, getting us this first down. Now we're finally starting to build up a good amount of momentum to, put us some points on the board. 1st and 10, this screenplay ended up working, so we got the first down. I'm coming out the backfield running a wheel type of route. We end up scoring a touchdown, finally. Our first time scoring in a while. But Michigan didn't care. Look, with them being at home, it's easy for them to pick up momentum. And they knew on the kick returns not to kick me the ball because they know what I could do. They know I could do damage there and, flip the whole game on its head. And as frustrated as that makes me, that's just a respect thing. You feel me? So I just got to come out here and do it in normal plays. And this dude, Justin, came out here and threw a dot. A great pass to that boy Pegan, whatever, for that touchdown. Now, defense did stop them, but we only had, 3 seconds left. So at this point, all we could do was throw a Hail Mary. But tell me, what is Justin doing right now? He just waited and then just decided to take the sack instead of just throwing the ball down the field and hoping that we could at least get a pass interference or something. And so we end up losing another game, our second one straight. And this is actually ridiculous. We started this season off 3-0, and now we just took 2 losses in a row and we're 3-2. And I can't blame it all on Justin because my rushing was not there. Receiving wise, I was doing my thing, but I didn't do what I normally do rushing wise. And it was really honestly difficult because Michigan's defense is crazy. And well, here we stand. We are ranked number 20 now. We done went from 4 to 20 in just a matter of losing 2 games straight. And it's really only our fault. It's just the fact that our offense needs to really, lock in because we keep on being inconsistent in ways that we shouldn't be inconsistent in. And this time, it ain't only on Justin. Yeah, he has been doing some dumb plays, but I've also not been the best when it comes to, rushing attack. So I got to do better on my part as well. But losing this game against Maryland is definitely going to knock us out of the rankings, without a doubt. They are ranked number 24, so it's going to put us down. And at that point, with 3 losses already, if that ended up happening, we could say goodbye to the playoffs. But we ain't looking forward to that at all. After losing those 2 games, we're coming into this game with all the heart we can. In the locker room, I felt the energy. We all did. We all know what we're here for. We need to win this game and get back on the track of winning games like we was at the beginning of the year because losing just ain't a good feeling at all. Now, right now, the energy that we had in the locker room, we're definitely showing it against Maryland. We're up 10-0. That nasty juice to the outside to pick up this huge game. We not trying to lose this game at all. We made our way all the way down the field again, 1st and 10, the juke to the outside, a spin to the inside to make this a positive yardage. And actually, I got a first down off that somehow, and then a run that bounced to the left to pick up this touchdown. We ain't losing this game. We got the old line, the receivers all blocking for me, and I'm doing what I need to do. And the defense especially is doing what they need to do. Maryland still hasn't even put up points on the board. And just look at this dude, Braden. Dunked on his man, took it to the crib. We is not out here playing with these dudes right now, man. Let's go. And man, when I tell y'all, we really needed that. We really needed to beat a team that bad. We needed to put the beats on somebody. You feel me? And with how I felt in the locker room before that game, there was no way we didn't put the beats on this team. Justin came out here, didn't throw the ball to the other team. You feel me? I had a real good rushing game with 3 rushing touchdowns. And on the receiver end, that boy, our number 1 receiver, finally had a number 1 receiver type game. That's what we need every game. And I ended up winning Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. Now, after winning that game against Maryland, as we should have, we done hop our way into the top 15. Now, at this point, we just got to make sure we keep on winning games. Playing against Nevada this week, this is a team that we should be able to beat. But it's still one of those teams that could beat us if we don't play how we should. So we definitely got to, stay locked in. Especially with us being at home, there's no way we lose this game. Now, we done made our way down the field. It's 3rd and 10 now. He threw a dot to pick up this first down. That's a great play by that man, Justin. Now, on 1st and goal, I'm on a flat route, but there's a guy wide open for the touchdown. Great decision making. Great touchdown. He was wide open, so there's no way you could have missed him. Now defense came out here, got the stop on Nevada and on 2nd and 1, and I tried to do something extra and I did, and that spin was actually perfect for that scenario. We ended up making our way down the field again. It's 3rd and 4. I'm on the flat and Justin did not end up picking up the first down. It's 4th and 2 though, and coach wanted to go for it, so we decided to run the ball, and I picked it up. And now on 1st and 10, we decided to run a counter run. I had some pretty good blocks on the outside, so all I needed to do is use my speed, and the last guy I just hurdled over and got my touchdown. We're just completely dominating this game in every aspect, just like we was against Maryland. And I came out here on this punt return trying to return it. I almost did, but I mean, maybe it was just the short side of the field, so it's a lot harder to do. But one thing I realized is the fact that I really don't return as much as I did last season or JUCO or high school. I really became more of a just, pure running back, which actually might be good. So, I can stay, so my body can stay at its best. You feel me? So I'm not just out there on the field all the time. But now it's 21-0, 2nd and 11. We ran a running back screen play. I got great blocks on this play, and I picked up the huge first down, picking up a big gain as well. And there's really no point of passing the ball when you're up by 21 and there's 1 quarter left in this game. We're just going to keep on keeping this ball on the ground, just keep on running the ball and burn the clock out. But on 3rd down, we decided to pass, and I was wide open on this Texas route to then pick up that first down. And on 1st and goal, 1 run was all we needed for me to dive into the end zone for another touchdown. And so we beat the brakes off of Nevada. Beat these dudes 38-0. I mean, they weren't supposed to, that this is obviously a team that we're supposed to do like this, but hey man, came out here, got our stats, and we getting out of here. And look at Justin, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's what you got to do, especially against a team like Nevada. There's no way you throw any turnovers. And receiving wise, of course, I was number 1 again. And like I said about returning wise, I really haven't been doing that. I don't know if I want to be a returner anymore. It might be better for me to just focus on rushing and receiving. And of course, I went Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week once again. But look though, we 5-2 right now, and we're actually 8th in our division because of our conference losses that we already have. So we just got to hope that the higher teams start losing the conference team so we can have a chance at the conference championship. Now, stat wise, I think Justin's actually having a better year than he was last year. For me, I'm number 1 in rushing and number 1 in receiving on the team, of course. While I am number 1 in rushing in the nation, I'm up there in receiving in the nation. So there's no way I don't win Heisman if I keep on playing the way I am. And right now, I'm number 1 in the Heisman race. So we're going to see how this goes in this last stretch of games. And right now, we're playing against Purdue, who, as y'all saw, was the number 1 school in our conference. I mean, somehow, I don't know how. I guess it's because they might have beaten the lower ranking teams in the division, but this is a team that I feel like we definitely can defeat, so we just got to do that. It's not really looking too good for us right now, though, because it's 3rd and 17 after that sack. And then in attempts to try to pick up all the yards back, he tried to force it up, and there was 2 defenders around there, so it really wasn't a good pass. Now, the defense, though, they done got a turnover, put us already in a great position. But me, I almost lost us yards, but I turned that into a nasty highlight reel play. That's some crazy stuff that only the best running back in the nation can do, and that's me. Purdue scored, and on the kickoff, I decided to come out here and, try to do something. Try to do my little 1-2, but right when I saw a gap, I had to break a tackle, and then everybody just came in. 2nd and 10, and I'm out here tired, so coach got me blocking. And Justin did something I never thought I'd see him do. He stepped up in the pocket, looking all confident, and threw that dot to pick up the big first down. And now with less than 2 minutes left in the first half, we ran a screen play, and I was able to pick up that first down easily. And then we end our drive off with a dot. Play action, 1st and 10, right to that boy Braden for that touchdown. Now, they actually started off with the ball in the second half, but our defense stopped them. And with us being up by a touchdown, we're in a great position to really, secure this game. As long as we can keep on just being consistent, putting points up on the board. 2nd and 3, found a wide open receiver, a great pass by the boy Justin. And now it's 2nd and 1 at the 1-yard line. All I got to do is dive in, and I did just that. Scoring the touchdown and extending our lead. And after another stop by our defense, this game is basically over with. Only 3 minutes left, and these dudes really couldn't afford to leave me with 1 person on this play. I picked up this touchdown, and at this point, there's no way they're coming back from this one. And they didn't, because they couldn't. Feel me? We beat Purdue 28-7 as we finna rise up in the rankings, and Purdue is no longer finna be the number 1 team in the conference. It was a crazy time, but hey, Not happening no more. And y'all seeing the pattern. That dude, if he don't throw interceptions, then we looking good. I ain't get 100 yards, but I did get 2 rushing touchdowns, over 100 yards receiving with also a receiving touchdown, doing my thing. Return wise, you feel me? I fell off. But I did win Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week and National Offensive Player of the Week. Let's go. Now look, at this point last season, I'm pretty sure it was looking like we weren't going to make it to the college football playoff. But with the way things are going so far, if we just can, keep this momentum, keep what we're doing, and just stay consistent, then we'll definitely have a shot at getting there. Like, we're 6-2 right now. We're top 10 in the nation. Like, we're looking good. We're on a real good track. And I mean, we literally just got a couple games left this season that we got to make sure we win, starting off with Michigan State. And especially with this being a home game, this is one that we cannot lose. 3rd and 1, running the inside run, and I got some real good blocks on this play. I was able to get all the way to the outside using my speed and actually turn that into a touchdown. Michigan State wasn't able to put up any points in the first quarter. It's now the second quarter. We got the ball 2nd and 10. All I had to do was just run up to pick up the first down, but I did a little bit too much. It wasn't anything though, because on 3rd down, I'll pick up the first down easily, get pushed forward for a little bit more yards. But then our drive would be ended from this dumb pass by Justin. I don't know what he was thinking on that play. That defender was clearly there, clearly saw exactly what he wanted to do, and he still threw it. Interception from Michigan State. And with that, they definitely took advantage of it. Scored a touchdown, tying the game up. But then when it was our turn to score, we did exactly that. A short pass ended up being a long touchdown due to his speed. Great play by that man. And then our defense would get a turnover, putting us in perfect position for me to go ahead and get an easy run, diving into the end zone for this touchdown, extending our lead. Now in the 3rd quarter, Michigan State actually started off with the ball, but they did nothing with it. We're up 21-7 at this point, and this huge run hurdling somebody too, and I'm pushing us all the way up to 35. And at this point, as long as Justin doesn't do anything dumb, we just keep this ball on the ground, would be good. I was able to get all the way to the outside and picked up this first down before getting tackled out of bounds. And then on 2nd and goal, an inside run, and I'm diving into the end zone again for another touchdown. And just to make things even worse for Michigan State, another run diving in, flipping into the end zone. And man, we really put the beats on these dudes. Like, we really played like a top 10 team in the nation. You feel me? And just such a crazy game for me. I mean, Justin did throw a pick, but other than that, like, we did our thing. Defense was locking up. I had 5 touchdowns on the ground in this game. Yeah, man, went crazy. And of course, this season is crazy. Like, I really have not been returning at all. And with that 5 touchdown performance, of course, I went Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week and National Offensive Player of the Week again. All right, man, playing against Illinois this week. You feel me? And right now, we're ranked 6th in the nation, so we got to act like it. And man, the amount of confidence that we had coming into this game was just crazy. Because of the season that we're having right now, there's nothing that can bring us down. But man, if we somehow lose this game right here, I don't even know what that's going to do to our ranking, but it ain't going to happen. Now, the first quarter was kind of quiet. I mean, we only scored 1 touchdown. Illinois got 2 field goals, but eventually we got to start taking off in a little bit. We made up down the field. It's 3rd and 10, and he ain't having one to throw the ball to. He ended up taking a hit, and we ended up taking 3 on that drive. And now in the second half, it's 9-10 because they got another field goal. And now on 2nd and 7, I'm out here blocking for Justin. He had his receiver for a second, but threw it just a little bit too late. Bro took a big hit and lost the ball in midair. On 3rd and 7, right before that pressure got to him, he took a little check down that was on a drag route, but it wasn't enough. So on 4th and 2, he tried to throw me the ball, but he didn't loft it enough so the DB or the linebacker was able to swat it down. Now it's still 9-10, which is actually crazy because we didn't think that would be like this when we came into the game. And just to make matters even worse for us, he threw an interception on this drive, and just showed that, I ain't gonna lie, our offense is looking inconsistent again. And with inconsistencies comes him throwing interceptions again. He tried to force it into his receiver deep down the field. That just wasn't a smart decision. There were multiple defenders around there. Anybody could have took it. And the guy that took it ended up taking it for 6. So now we're down in this game, in a game that we should not be down in at all. So now we're down in a game that we shouldn't be down in. We're at home. We're top 10 ranked in the nation. And it's like all the confidence that we had coming into this game didn't mean anything because Illinois is they're playing for a reason. They playing to win for real, and we just not. Now we need to lock in before we mess around and lose this game. I mean, it's only 2 minutes left, and we got to find a way to score. And on 3rd and 4, incomplete pass. Now we got 1 play left to try to pick up the first down. and he threw a terrible fade ball that the DB was easily able to react to. And so they were able to run the clock out and win the game. So we lost to an unranked team when we could have easily avoided it. He really could have just threw a check down to me and we would have been good. But instead, this dude had a touchdown, 2 interceptions thrown that just weren't smart. And one of them ended up giving them 6 points. I had 100 yards rushing. Receiving wise, I didn't even get a catch. I got targeted, once or twice? And they weren't even good passes. After losing that game, we actually didn't drop as much as I thought we would after losing the game to an unranked team. So, we're still in the college football playoff right now. We just got to make sure we don't lose any more games and we'll be good. But we need to build ourselves back up. And this next game is the perfect way to do it. And I say that because it's the long-awaited game that we've been waiting for all season. You feel me? It's the rivalry game versus USC. And you already know what I said last season. I said I don't want to lose to these dudes on my years here at UCLA. And so we got to have a bounce back game and beat these dudes. And look, last time we played them, we beat them 20-12. We could do it again. Especially with USC having a neutral season right now. They're 5-5. But even with that, we still got to play as hard as we can, obviously, because we know that they playing this game like it's a national championship. And y'all know we are too. And I could tell because here on 2nd and 11 on a run, bounced out to the outside. This dude dived at my feet and I thought I would be able to get around him, but I couldn't. And then on 3rd and 14, Justin ended up taking a check down instead of trying to get the first down. So he just gave up on that drive. And USC would take advantage of that, scoring a touchdown, taking the lead first. And after this, starting off our drive, it would slowly start to get slowed down because we get pushed to 3rd down and try to run a running back screen play, but they was like all over it. So I tried to get jiggy and, pick up this first down, but I ended up getting tackled backward and couldn't pick it up. And at this point, something has to happen. Less than 2 minutes left. We're down 14-3. Justin cannot escape the pocket. He takes a big sack, which is not good. Because coach ended up run the ball on 3rd and 19 and we're basically giving it up. And USC definitely came to play because they scored another touchdown and we're down 21-3 now. And this play right here would actually start building a little bit of momentum for us so we can get down the field and put some more points on the board. This pass from Justin to Braden will get us in the field goal range, but we don't want a field goal. We need to score a touchdown. We got 20 seconds left in this first half to try to make something happen. But what does Justin do? Throws an interception, trying to force something that he did not need to do. And there goes our drive. And so now we're down 24-3. We're down bad right now. We didn't expect to come into this game and them to outplay us like this, like the way they are. Like, we're the ranked team. We're the team that is ranked top 10 in the nation. They're 5-5 and we're not playing like we're ranked at all. And now, even though we are down by this much, that don't mean the game is over with. I'm still trying to do as much as I possibly can do. Thankfully, Justin did find that man Braden for this touchdown right here, and we could really be back in it. We just need some stops. And so, we got our first stop, but they were locking us up. And on 4th and 2, he forced it to Braden, and it was an incomplete pass. And that was basically the opportunity that we needed. We needed to score on that drive, and we didn't. And because of that, we lost this game, and I'm 1-1 against USC so far in my college career. And with them being unranked and everything, I wonder what that's going to do to our ranking. Now, looking at the stat sheet, it don't look like Justin had a terrible game. The one who had a bad game was me, 35 yards on the run. But receiving wise, though, I was doing my thing. I didn't get a touchdown receiving, but I still was out there doing what I could. Well, bad news, man. We are now unranked, and obviously that means losing that game is the reason why we'll no longer be in the college football playoff. And I already know for them USC boys, they're definitely happy about that. They was talking about it all day on Twitter, like the fact that we're no longer ranked, we're not going to the college football playoff, all because of them. And like, that just feels terrible. Just knowing that your rival is the reason why your team's season ends at a bowl game. Crazy. But now coming into the last game of the regular season, playing against Oregon. And since we ain't making it to the playoffs and none of that stuff, we at least got to end this regular season off on a dub. And that's what I'm trying to do. Now, this first half been real quiet. So I'm going to have to go ahead and be the first person to put some points up on the board, diving into the end zone for this touchdown. And on Oregon's drive, they end up only getting 3 points. Now, look, we got 50 seconds left in this half to try to do something. But Justin ran backwards, which puts us in a terrible position because we're at the 1 yard line. And guess what happened? what you don't want to see. I tripped over a D-line's foot and we got a safety. And so now in the third quarter, we're down 7-8, all because of that stupid safety. And to be honest, look, I don't know what's going to happen with Justin. I don't know how his, NFL stuff is going to go, if he's going to get invited to the draft or whatever, because he's having a very mid-season. So like, I don't know if NFL teams want to see that on their team. Like, he's just done a lot of things that have costed us games during this season and last season. And while obviously he's not the only one who's at fault for a lot of our losses, he's the quarterback and he's been making bad decisions. So yeah, there's that. But I really should just focus on me and not him, and just focus on winning this game right here. And it looks like we might have a good opportunity to. We ended up getting that 2-point conversion to go up by 7 points. Oregon did end up scoring 2 though, and on 3rd and 10, a poorly thrown streak that was deflected. Now, luckily, when they got the ball, they did nothing with it. And on 3rd down for us, we did nothing with it either. So we got to give back to them. And it's just a whole lot of mid offense happening. Nobody's scoring. 3rd down for us. Once again, we need to pick this up this time. And we actually do. He secured that catch while taking a hit. We got 40 seconds left, and on 2nd and 10, we're running the ball. I'm doing a spin and I end up getting caught. But now with time rolling down, we just got to get enough yards to get the field goal. And I was tired, so the backup came in, ran the ball, and picked up a couple yards. And that was the perfect amount of yards that we needed for our kicker to go out there and make that field goal. So we win in our last regular season game, where I ended up getting player of the game. Just a very mediocre performance for Justin. No touchdowns, no interceptions. I came out here 70 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then also led the team in receiving, which is just a very common pattern in this offense. And well, with that dub, we're now ranked again. But look, we're all the way at 21, and obviously with how things been going these last couple games, we're not in the college football playoff, unfortunately. And then to make matters worse, when I thought I was having a great year, this dude DJ Lagway came through and stole my Heisman, just like how Jalen Milroe did last season. I guess I just gotta be happy with keeping this best running back award, but man, like, I gotta win this Heisman at least one time. I gotta win it next year. And my stats were crazy. 1,200 yards, 22 touchdowns running. In the receiving, I had over 1,000 with 6 receiving touchdowns. Like, I was doing everything. Maybe it's because my return game wasn't that good last year, but look, I had crazy stats, and I feel like I deserved that Heisman. Y'all let me know though. But for now, we got to worry about our final game of the season. You feel me? And then we're in the bowl game, of course, the Music City Bowl, and we're taking on Georgia. Now, with this being Justin's final game in college football, as he is a senior right now, I'm expecting for him to really lock in, especially with this being Georgia. Yeah, they're not having a season like how they normally do, but it's still Georgia. So I'm expecting for him to not make dumb decisions as he normally does. Now, in this play, it looked like a terrible decision. Threw it in there with double covered, but somehow this dude, Braden, still caught the ball. It was just juggled in the air, and they didn't even try to defend him. He scored a touchdown off of it. What a play. Literally, if y'all ain't see a good angle, it was swatted and then bounced off someone's helmet. I think he just was there for it. Called it easy touchdown. Defense came through in a clutch, got that stop for us. Now we can go ahead and extend our lead. 2nd and 10, running to the outside, got some pretty good blocks, hurdling somebody, and then finally getting taken down. And we end up having a real good drive, getting all the way into the red zone. I'm coming out the backfield, securing this touchdown. We extend our lead. Let's go. And all Georgia could do was get 3 points. We got a whole minute left in this half, and we gotta make something happen. This dude Justin then stepped up in the pocket, delivered a dot off of 2nd and 19. Great play by him, but we ended up getting stopped a little bit. 3rd and 10, I picked up on a block, and the ball literally bounced off of someone's helmet and went all the way to the end zone. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted though. And now starting off the second half, I ain't gonna lie, Georgia scored pretty fast. So now we need to retaliate. And on 2nd and 1, I was able to pick up this huge game. Thought I was gonna be able to get going on the boys, but hey, they still got some fast people back there. And now we done made it to the A side of the field on 1st and 10, running a play action. And there's actually a flag on the field. Justin threw an interception, and there's a flag on the field. 2 negatives. And the thing is, the flag was on us. So I don't know if he thought it was a free play, but it wasn't. So of course they're going to decline it and get the ball. And in a game where we just had so many chances, we are now down 18-14. Like, we had way too many opportunities to extend our lead and put it out of reach for Georgia. But now we're in a situation where we really need to score. like need to score. And I don't even know what was going on in this play, but we ended up getting flagged for holding, which is just terrible for us in this situation because we actually picked up the first down, but because the holding call, we just going backwards. And then on 3rd and 14, we ran verticals and he had a dot like down the middle, but bro took a hit and lost the ball. So we had to go for it on 4th and 14. And this is a huge play and ended up being incomplete. And so in our last game of the season, the bowl game, we lose to Georgia 25-14. And this is also Justin's last game. And he threw for 2 touchdowns of interception and 200 yards. And me, 11 rushes, 80 yards, no touchdowns running. And receiving wise, of course, I led with 74 in the receiving touchdown. And of course, I really didn't do anything return wise, and I probably should have because maybe I would have had a better chance to make more plays so we could win in this final game of the season. But there's that, my sophomore season here at UCLA. And to be honest, I don't know if I want to stay here. If this is what it's going to be, mediocrity every season, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Should I transfer or should I just, play this one last season here at UCLA?